Oh, honey, I've got a corker of a love reading for you today, baby. Bringing a love reading. I pre-shuffled, honey, and I had some cards that popped out. And let me just tell you the cards that have popped out. This energy is all over the place sometimes. And I guess that's what happens when it's a collective energy, which is meant to be, isn't it, really? It's the way it is. But this energy is saying, I had a crush on you from the very start. Somebody has been crushing over you from the very start, honey. And it's given an energy of that they've been crushing over you. And it's almost like they're refusing to admit that they like you, honey. They're refusing to deal with their emotions. You know, because the next card that came out is, I always knew there was something different about you. Absolutely. Which is why they've been crushing on you. Because they know that you're different. You're not run of the mill, honey. You're a different little diamond. You're a different little diamond. You sparkle a little bit differently than the others that are out there. And this person's not used to that energy, honey. If anything is, they were... it's given an energy of, you know, they were attracted to fool's gold. So they would have been attracted to pyrite, even though pyrite is a very strong crystal, but they would have been attracted to something that looked like gold from the outside. But then actually when they got to know the person on the inside, honey, it was nothing but rotten, putrid, stank, rank, everything, okay? Real low vibrational karmic energy, okay? They thought that they would have hit the jackpot when they found that person because it was just easy. But actually, they didn't. They went into a karmic relationship, honey. But they've realized what they did have for you, and that they've realized it's almost like, you know, actually, who am I kidding? I do crush on this person. I love this person. Like, why am I even denying this to myself? What is the point of that? This is saying my emotions for you are still there. They still care deeply about you, beloved. And it says, I wish I treated you better. They are, yeah. They know who you are, and they knew exactly what side of, you know, as they say, you know, what side of the bread that was buttered, beloved. Okay? You see, when you walked into their life, beloved, they had two options that the Most High was placing them with, honey. And they didn't realize this test at the time. The test was very simple, beloved. Choose divine connection or choose karmic connection. Now, one would have meant that they would have had to work on themselves, okay? And the other one would have meant that they just literally just slipped into any relationship that fell in their lap. They wouldn't have had to do much work about it. But it's a karmic timeline, honey, a karmic loop. Now, in the relationship that they would have gotten in with you, would have been a divine relationship. Honey, they would have had to put the work in. Absolutely. The Most High is not going to bring you both into connection if you're both not going to have to do the work. You both have your own mission to achieve in this lifetime. You both have your own souls to evolve in this lifetime as well. And this person did not want to evolve. They did not want to address the elephant in the room, honey. They did not want to heal, honey. And it's almost like now, because they refused to listen to the Most High because they thought that they knew better than the Most High, they decided to go for the easy option, honey. The arch in the mountain that's nice and wide. But once you go through that very wide arch, honey, there's a lot of karmic attachments and energy, just energy sucking vampires and all of that energy, cords, attachments, entities, everything. Low vibrational energy, honey, looping timelines. And it's almost like this person now has had a moment of, Spirit is saying clarity. Because I've just seen the Ace of Swords. They've just had a moment of clarity, and it's like now they're wanting to come in and communicate. Now they're wanting to express their mental clarity to the collective. That I've always had a crush on you. I've always loved you. I've always wanted you. And it was actually more than desire. I knew that we had a soul connection, but I just didn't know how to come forwards towards you and actually leave all of my dark past behind. I knew that I wanted to leave my dark past behind, but I just didn't know how to, because it would mean that I'd have to bring everything up, and I didn't want to have to deal with that. So what I did is I went to these other connections because it's easier, because they didn't ask me questions. I didn't have to. It's almost like this person is saying, I didn't have to deliver. I didn't have to deliver in my divinity, because they knew that stepping into their divinity would mean that they would have to answer the questions that the Most High was placing upon them, honey. They would have had to be accountable for their actions that they would have conducted historically. Hell, they may have had to even go back to a few people and say, do you know what? I'm sorry for doing this. It was my bad. Do you know what? I'm sorry for for saying this to you. It was my bad. It wasn't you. It was me. And now this person's had a realization, like, whoa, this person, whether it be masculine or feminine, they were my person. Angel number's 555, honey. The only reason why this person is having this is because they are going through hell of a tower. Spirit is saying they are rocking their ass right now. And it's almost, this is like a message from that person's higher self. It's like the higher self is coming through as if to say, I need you to know this. I don't want you to, it's almost like an energy of, I don't want you to come and save me. I just need you to know this. They need you to know that they've always loved you. They've always crushed on you from the very beginning that you guys had an interaction together, and that they've known there's something different about you, and that you are beautifully divine. And yes, they still have emotions for you, but these emotions it's almost like it's given an energy of, these emotions are what's anchoring them into whatever timeline they're in at the minute, whether it be on a road for healing and it's almost like self-love, self-compassion and authenticity and accountability, versus a karmic timeline that is literally looping this person, continuously looping over and over again. Because there are two, I'm seeing two timelines in front of me, and that they wish they'd treated you better, but it's too late, beloved. That's what Spirit is saying. It's too late. The collective is going, Spirit is saying the collective is going through a transition right now, and the transition that the collective is moving through is for the highest good of the collective, however that shows up and however that manifests for you in your life, beloved. You are moving towards your highest good. And the Most High needs you to stay on track, needs you to just continue moving forward onto your highest good, for your highest good. And the final card that came out is, I feel tired of hiding my true feelings from you. There's an energy of, this person's emotions, they run deep. They have got deep emotions for you. It's a soul connection, honey. It's a divine connection, or it was a divine connection. But this person allowed themselves to be manipulated by low vibrational dark energies, honey. This connection was meant to come together. This connection was meant to activate the both of you, and it did activate the both of you. But one person in this connection ascended, and I've read on this energy before, honey. One person in this connection ascended and the other one descended, simply because of the choices that were made. They exercised their free will, beloved. And the free will that was exercised was the test from the Most High. Right back to the beginning of what I said when I started this reading. It was the test by the Most High. You passed the test, beloved. Unfortunately, your divine counterpart didn't. And as such, that person is going to be moved out of your energy. And you are going to be moving into an energy that is in alignment with you, beloved, in however that shows up for you, however that has been beautifully crafted by the Most High and your spiritual team, beloved. So don't lose faith, beloved. Don't lose hope. Keep the faith, keep the hope, and know that you continue to pour into yourself, beloved, because love is coming your way.